see how you do yours, because every pizza guy we met has their own style.
Sure.
And you've got a flour that's higher protein than a lot of pizza is, so, but yet it looks real extensible. It looks like a kind of dough that will stretch well.
It is. It's nice, and even right now, it's at a nice temperature for stretching.
So you dip it in a little flour first to kind of take the, make it easy to handle.
Definitely. I've tried to get as much of the soot up the bottom of the oven as possible. This gives me a chance to kind of scoot the pizza around the bottom and clear off the oven deck a little bit more.
I kind of like the way you're stretching, because that's how I do it too. You got your thumbs right at the edge, and you're kind of letting gravity do the work.
Letting gravity take it down.
I thought maybe that was the one. I'm the only one who's doing that, but I'm glad to see someone else besides me do it that way. Some people like to do it right on the on the slab. Yeah.
You know, within 30 seconds you can stretch the dough.
You can't keep coming back to it. Sweet.
So pizza Margherita, of course, it's got the crushed on Marzano tomatoes.
Do you do anything in the sauce? Do you put any salt or anything?
I put
in
some
it?
salt. That's it, and we just crush it.
Salt
we do
and nothing else.
food mill.
Beautiful.
I like a little bit more texture to the tomatoes, and I found that's what people like.
Yeah, you can actually see the little pieces of tomato in there, or what they call the tomato solids.
And got some little bit of
basil right on there.
Basil right on there.
You put it on before you cook it rather than after.
I do. Yeah, I like the way that the flavors melt together in the oven. Of course, nice fresh
cow's milk mozzarella.
And I do have this is a garlic infused olive oil, just for a little flavor.
Okay.
All right.
Nice. So you don't even need any flour on that peel.
Hardly a little bit, and it just slides nicely.
What's the typical bake time for your pizza when the oven's at full force?
About a minute and a half.
Well, you see American pizzas are usually 3 to 5 minutes, 90 seconds, and done. And then when they get their pizza, they can actually eat here. You've got a patio here.
Got a patio, beer and wine.
You've got beverages.
Exactly.
Service. You got
I am the only food cart in Denver that has beer and wine service with it.
That's pretty sweet deal.
That's not bad.
It's starting to pop up. You can see the cornicium starting to form up. So here's another question for people that are like, there's a lot of people that are thinking, I want to get into this kind of thing. You're open for about 2.5 hours during the day, is that it?
11 to 3.
That's it, you don't do an evening service?
During the summer, we're open until 8 or 9 o'clock.
The end of September, right?
End of September.
It's not just, it can be for some people a 2-3 hour gig, but for Dave, this is a full-time restaurant. It's like having a restaurant but without walls.
It is. So you can see I'm moving it around, and this also balances out the heat of the oven. You know, when you have the fire right in the middle, that kind of gets the middle of the oven too hot. And so the sacrificial Margherita will kind of absorb that.
Beautiful.
And slice it up.
Serve it on a pizza pan.
There you go.
Your customer, and then
little drizzle, and that's it.
That's it. Beautiful, beautiful Margherita pizza. Nice thin crust. Fresh mozzarella. Ooh, I just stole the mozzarella off of that other slice. That slice loses out. It's amazingly tender for a high protein flour.
No.
The Margherita is the true test of any pizzaiola.
It is.
And this is really what I like about it, in addition to how good it is that it's uniquely your own.
Absolutely.
You know, you got the traditional concept, but you're using your flour, using your local ingredients, and doing it your way.